Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying and reviewing some of the new products by Rare Beauty, a makeup brand by Selena Gomez. I'm really excited because everyone has been raving about her brand online, so I decided to pick some things up and try them out for myself. So I do want to mention that I didn't pick up every single thing in her line. I just ended up getting some of the stuff that I thought I would wear on a daily basis. So I'm going to start off with the foundation, and I did get mine in the shade 170W, and it retails for $29. So before you apply this foundation, it's recommended for you to shake it, and there's actually a little ball in here. You can hear it. It does have a doe foot applicator. I actually have never owned a doe foot applicator foundation, so I'm pretty excited to try this one out. Alright, so let's see if this is the right shade. And then I'm just going to use my damp beauty blender to blend this out. The color is pretty good. It's a little more on the yellow side, but I think it's fine. We can make it work. Let me try to bring it down my neck. I do think that the foundation is a little more on the yellow side for me, but it was a little hard to get color matched at Sephora because of the whole COVID situation, but we'll see if we can make it work at the end. I'm gonna take a little more foundation and just apply this on my forehead where I need the extra coverage. So just based on this first layer, I don't know if I love it just yet. I'll give you guys my final review at the end, but you can kind of see my skin showing through a little bit. Like I have a little bit of redness on my cheeks, and I can see it popping through the foundation. So here's what the foundation looks like a little more up close. Obviously you're gonna see the texture on my blemishes, but I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but you can see the redness in my cheeks is kind of showing through. Alright, so let's move on to concealer. So for the concealer, I got the shade 110N. So on the website, it says that this is a lightweight hydrating concealer with buildable coverage. So for the first layer, I think it's a pretty good coverage. I'm gonna add one more layer just for a little bit of extra coverage. And then I'm also going to take a little bit and put some on my chin and my forehead. Both the foundation and the concealer actually blend out really nicely. Okay, so far concealer, I do like it. Just a little close up. So I'm definitely going to have to set the concealer because I can already tell that this is going to crease on me just because it is a little more of a hydrating concealer. So I'm just going to set my under eyes really quick. I like to use the Ben Nye translucent powder. And I'm just going to take a little and with my beauty blender just pack it on underneath there. I'm also going to take some of that powder and just set my nose and my forehead. Okay, so now I'm going to test out the blush. I ended up getting the matte liquid blush, and I did get the color Bliss. So the blush retails for $19, and it's also meant to be a lightweight buildable coverage. So just by taking it out of the bottle, I do see that it looks kind of moussey, which I'm kind of excited about because it's not like a regular liquid blush. It's a cool liquid blush. I'm actually going to take a little bit and put some on the back of my hand. This is a pretty color. It's like a corally color. Just to avoid putting on way too much, I'm going to take my blush brush and I'm just going to swirl it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply it that way. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just go over it just so it blends better. So the blush is more on the matte side, which you can see, but it's not like super matte. I really like the color of it. I think it looks really nice and very fresh. I just threw on some quick eyeshadow because I like to wear liner with a little bit of shadow. So I'm not usually one who goes crazy over packaging, but I really like this eyeliner. I think it's really cute. Just the packaging itself is really cute. It's like the shape of a pen, which again is really cute. But I'm really excited to try this eyeliner out because a lot of people have been raving about this one. So let's try it out. Okay, so right off the bat, the liner is really black. I don't know that it's 100% matte, but I'm gonna put on some eyelashes really quick and let it dry, and then I'll let you guys know at the end if it's matte or not. So I finished off with the eyes, and the last product that I'm gonna be using by Rare Beauty is going to be their matte lip cream. So this is in the shade Transform. So as I would do for any regular lip product, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips first, and then I'm going to apply the lip product. Alright, I actually really do like the lip. I think it's really nice. It does look a little more red on camera than I think it does in person. I would say that it's more of a deeper red and with a small hint of berry in it. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the final review. So I think I'm going to start off with the products that I didn't like and then work my way up to the products that I did like. So starting off, I didn't like the foundation. I think it's a nice foundation, but for myself personally, I didn't really enjoy it. If you're someone who likes more of a sheer to medium coverage, then I think you will like this foundation. I did build it up a little bit, but it didn't really give me the coverage that I normally look for in a foundation. I also didn't set it anywhere aside from my T-zone, so I do think that it held up pretty nicely. Usually when I wear makeup, it's typically full coverage, or I don't wear makeup at all. So yeah, I don't think that I would grab this only because of that. But other than that, I do think the finish is really nice. So moving on to the concealer. So the coverage was there and it was buildable. It also did leave my under eyes looking really smooth, which I really liked. However, I think the formula is a little too hydrating for my under eyes. It just causes my under eyes to crease a little more than my average concealer would. So for that reason, it didn't work for me, but I do like it. One thing I do want you guys to keep in mind that every concealer creases no matter what. We all have creases underneath our eyes. So getting a concealer that doesn't crease, it's not going to happen. So if you're someone who's looking for a concealer with a little more hydration, I do recommend this one. So up next, we have the blush. One thing that I liked about it was that when I put it on, I did notice that my skin looked really smooth. Normally blush is the first thing to fade, but I really like that this was really pigmented. I do think that I still have the color there even after I blotted it with a sponge, but overall I do really like the blush. So for the eyeliner, I will say that it's a really nice liner. I don't know if I would purchase it again. The only reason why is because I did feel like the tip of the liner was a little too thick for my liking. I usually like liners that are a little thinner, so I did feel like it was a little bit of a challenge to get the liner a little thinner for me personally, but overall I do think that it's a nice liner. Alright, so last up we have probably my favorite product out of everything that I tried. I'm gonna say that the matte lip cream was probably my favorite product. I really like the way it feels on my lips. It feels very lightweight. I've been wearing it for a little while already and it doesn't feel dry. It still feels like I have moisture on my lips. This is probably the one thing out of everything that I would probably purchase again. Alright you guys, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comments if you guys have already tried this brand, and if you did, which products were your favorite. I will have everything along with the shades that I used down below in the description box. And if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.